attitude about addiction, when you share medication, if you think of it as stealing, the reason is, remember in legal system, they say conspiracy to commit some act that's not. So think of it that way. When you follow law, you wouldn't violate it. And the reason I'm bringing it up is last week, there was this guy who went to say hi to his friend. He was a family member apparently, and the cops were watching him. They said, and he is diverting medication. And he just went to say hi, and they pulled him over. This guy is a real nice guy. Because what happened was he had his medication in his pocket, but the cops took him 10 o'clock in the morning. He was just going out from here, and they didn't even bring him to court. They kept him out till 6 o'clock in the evening, and they charged him eventually with 2 acts. One is possession of a scheduled medication with a proper container. Okay, this is again violating a law. I didn't know this
because it was his prescription, but it wasn't in like the actual bottle from CVS.
I didn't know it was a big deal.
If you, I guess that is, if like, so you know, like when I go to, when you call my prescription and I go to CVS, I pick it up. If I like take the label off of it, that's illegal.
So I learned something new. Okay, this is amazing. I mean, see, the thing is, once you understand law, you wouldn't violate it.
Yeah.
Because our stupidity is what gets us into trouble. The second thing is he was also charged. See, they are trying to attack on one on another. So the other one is possession of Schedule 2, like it is automatic, right? But so he had 2 charges now. So like I'm saying, why you want to get into trouble knowing like you're going to be busted, and because right now everybody's watching everybody.
Oh my God, yes.
So I feel like if you understand the rules, you'd say this is not worth it. Like sometimes I'll be rushing to come to work. It's not worth getting stopped over because you end up losing 2 hours.
Exactly. Like
instead you could just be 10 minutes, 15 minutes
instead of like getting pulled over for running on the stop sign or a red light. It makes sense.
So I feel if you keep it to the law, you're not going to violate it, and it's not worth it.
And to be honest, it's the anxiety isn't so bad that I can't deal with it. So I could just like let it be, and it's just I'm still breaking habits that I've done for 10 years, like it's been only 4 weeks. So, I mean, I think I am progressing a lot. Like I haven't done any drugs in almost 3 weeks now, a month, so I'm doing good.
I'm so proud of you. So we just spoke about this like just an hour ago with another person. So one of the things is the body cannot differentiate between heartbeat and anxiety. And anxiety, if you want to hear spiritually, if by chance we have a spiritual goal, our soul, like some people cannot comprehend spirituality, but that's fine. I'm going to address people who can comprehend. People who cannot comprehend, we can another tool. But if in case that's something that connects with you, I want you to listen here, where if by chance we are walking away from a path we set for ourselves. Again, spirituality is going back inside to our heart. So if by chance we are walking away, our soul gets anxious because it's saying, hey, dumbass, you're not listening to me. You're walking away from me. Please come back. And that's why I'm going to make you anxious. So anxiety indirectly is a way you're being called back home inside your heart.
Because the addiction is calling?
Not addiction. Remember, the highest self in us is tolerant of whatever we do outside. Okay? There is a pure sweetness in us. And the sweetness, when we lose, we get anxious.
Okay, I see.
You understand? So, like, even let's say, I would, the way I understood it is, my husband, Massachusetts, most of us are sarcastic anyway, right? Initially, I tried to mirror him by being sarcastic, and I felt miserable inside because that's not me. I don't want to pretend to be somebody I'm not. So when I get that way, it makes me anxious. That's when I realize the person I want, I don't want to change.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to change me to be somebody else. That's what created anxiety. So that's another way to think. So spirit, I'm using the word spirituality, whatever you want to replace it with.
Yeah.
Then don't change your original form.
Okay.
You
No,
know,
I
you
understand.
you have the pure sweetness
Yeah,
inside.
that makes sense.
In India, my teacher calls it Mai Kamala. Maya means delusion, Maya matrix, right? When you wear that matrix garland, mala means garland.
Mm-hmm.
When you wear that garland, which is filled with a delusion, then you are getting drawn because you don't know what's right, what's wrong. And that garland, if you throw it out, you would come back to normalcy. But he also says, if your delusion makes you happy, keep it.
Mm-hmm.
If your delusion makes you sad,
Yeah.
so keep the one that makes you laugh, but throw away the one that makes you anxious. That's one way to think. The other tool I can give you is watch your breathing, because they actually found there is a Heart Math Institute.
Not to interrupt you, but you know what I wanted to start was I don't really know much about it, so I'm gonna start reading on it. But I would like to set like meditating. That might help, right? Like meditation and trying to like calm myself, like that might help. Yeah, yeah.
So the thing is, meditation is an act. So you don't want to do anything active. Instead, if you can understand how to empty the thoughts, just going into the feeling space, which is very difficult for people who are using something the mask, because they don't want to feel. That's the only reason. Many of them say, actually, I shared a joke with somebody else. This guy, this is bizarre. Like, it's like not even our topic, but I'm going to bring it up. So I was in my on-call room. He calls me and he says, please, can you call my probation officer? He pulls me over and I am on a taper like you told me. And I've been using this. He hasn't seen me for 3 months. So he says, I'm just doing like a very, very low dose like you told me. And he's telling me I don't have a script, otherwise he's going to throw me back in jail. Okay. So I said, okay. I called this parole officer and I said, hey, I'm allowing him to stay back if he's doing what I asked. He's allowed to taper back, and when he runs out, he comes see me. So in 4 days, he calls me again. He says, I'm in the ER, I'm withdrawing. I said, what are you talking about? I said, you just told me you were on a taper.
Yeah.
And I asked him, so you're buying it off the street? He says, yes.
No.
So I said, you made me lie to your parole officer?
You just made me a criminal.
So you know what he says to me? Already I'm feeling all these feelings I don't want to feel. Please don't make me feel guilty. I'm like, hey, okay, you cut your crap, come see me, okay?
Yeah.
So then we did the meeting with him, and I asked him, I said, I can't believe you made me do this. And he says, you know what? When I got teen, I thought they were going to give me a Macy's parade. I'm so disappointed.
I'm sure the Suboxone masks a little bit, but compared to before, like I was like a zombie, like I didn't feel anything, because I was taking so much. But I actually enjoy like feeling right now, like I like it, it's so crazy, but like even like driving, like when like a song comes on the radio, like I actually like, oh, I like this song, like. Or like, I look, I'm like, oh, there's the sun's out, or the sky. Like, I was just so like numb to, I didn't like, the music was on, but I wasn't hearing it. Like the weather was there, but I wasn't seeing it. Like now I'm like, for the first time in so long, I'm like, I feel and I'm happy, and people actually, even at my work, which it kind of stinks, people, because they're like probably like, what the hell was going on before? But everybody's like, within the past couple of weeks, you've changed so much. Like, you're such a different person. Like, you're happy, and like, what's going on? And I don't want to be like, well, I just been like, oh, I don't know. I just, everything's good. Like, I don't know. But like multiple, like many people have come to me and said, like, you're so different. Like, you're so happy. It's so great. So I don't know.
I want you to watch this video called Will Bridie. He calls himself White Bison. He's in rhetoric. He's a Native American. The reason is, he says the because it's a combination of sobriety and wellness. He says you go through 4 cycles. So he calls it 4 seasons of recovery. And so you go through, and sometimes it could be week cycle, and then you go back to quarters,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4 year cycle. And it's really nice, that video on the YouTube. What it is he says in early recovery you are like a spring. Okay, so the spring season starts. So these videos I'm going to call it like spring season, spring session. That's what my teacher calls. The second part is you become the young adult, where you're responsible for yourself. Like that's when people see the changes in you before you notice it in the mirror, because you haven't even paid attention to what's going on. So
Yeah.
people see that in you. And that's when you see, oh my God, I'm glowing. Like I'm doing good. Like how we say, I'm paying attention to the clouds, the music,
Yeah.
the sweetness of music hits you, like which you haven't even paid attention to before. And then you become the adult where, you're more accountable, more responsible. And then you become the elder where, you shed all the leaves like winter, you're again going back, and that's when you hit a point. What's the purpose? So then again, either lapse happens, or something makes you think you're again hitting the ground zero. Then again, this is a second level of staircase, so you go through again, but this time you pick yourself up quicker, so your runs are not like that long. So you're going to be getting up early. Your winter is getting shorter and shorter. So the rhythm moves on. The idea is don't stay down. That's why I tell even my kids, this is like a relay race. Okay. So in relay race, there's no shame. You fall down, you need to catch up. Because shame is only for the people who are young and not yet understood themselves. The more you grow, you need to catch up, be unbroken. Pick up one more time and just keep showing up. Because showing up is important, being engaged in life is important. Don't be so bent out of shape about your feelings that you are not allowing the sweetness of the life to flow. And the other tool which I want to give you, which you can take home, is this is a spray bottle which I was using as an example. This is dollar store, 3 packs, you get it for $1. It's like roughly 35 cents, right? You fill it with water with some salt inside, and then a drop or two either of eucalyptus or lavender. When you spray, it feels almost like ocean. Can you smell it? So you can put it in your room or in your humidifier, in your pillow. Do it as though it's a routine whenever you're anxious, and focus on the breathing of this and regulate your breathing. And you can even force yourself to if people are coming up with stroke or heart attack, they use this technique where
I can really smell it now. It's like relaxing, like
you forcefully cough. When you cough, you get rid of your anxiety, or you can sniff out your anxiety, because when you stimulate your vagus nerve, your heartbeat calms down. And when your heartbeat regulates, because the brain, if the heartbeat is fast, would mimic anxiety. So the brain cannot differentiate between heart beating fast because of food or toxins versus feelings. So you need to understand how to get back to those feelings of sweetness. So one activity, if you can do it again and again, to get back into normalcy. That's why they put one dog and a man in 2 different rooms. When they got back together, they regulated their heartbeat. And when you sync your heartbeat with another person, then that's why, when you watch a movie with somebody you like and stuff, you kind of breathe the same way, like the other person.
You're like in sync.
So that's the space you need to get back to. And if you consciously do it, you will know how to set yourself back. Meditation is about resetting yourself. Think of it that way. So then you don't need to actively do it. You don't need to jump around, do 200 laps, and then feel like you're meditating. Meditation is just paying attention to nature, not thinking, emptying your thoughts.
Trying to not think, exactly. And and when you ask me what's been keeping me clean, I want to I've accomplished more in the past month than I've accomplished in years, and I want to progress and do good things again. And I know I can't do that on drugs. So like I'm finally starting to want things again, like good things. So like I'm driven. I'm starting to get like driven again instead of just like accepting life as is. Like I'm starting to want more. So that's and good things more. So
you're breaking through barriers. Maybe that's what I'll call your title, breaking through barriers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep your progress for 90 days because what I want to learn from you is what worked, what didn't. That way, like together we can learn. And it's helping me too because sometimes you playing the field, I'm just a coach.
Yeah.
So you're going to come and say to me next week, Coach, your method didn't work. Actually, for one guy, he said, 90 minutes, don't think about it. He says it didn't work. It flew out the first.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? 90 days what?
What I'm doing is in my, I have a YouTube channel called HealNow.tv.
Okay.
And I'm going to broadcast like only my piece, like meaning you will be in the background, you wouldn't be showing up. Every week I'm going to use like your code word. Like we created many themes.
Yes.
So yours will be
breaking through barriers.
Breaking through barriers because you're going to push yourself beyond your limits, right? That whatever was the barrier you set yourself before, and it doesn't matter what it is, and we can address it because remember I told you. You're going to hit this mark where what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
So I will be able to remind you. Remember, you told me like you're going to break through. So that way, like now that will be your code word. So you're going to strive for that for next 90 days. And then we can like, do the season 2 differently. So like, I just want to learn along with you, what's the point? Like, people hit this space where, what's the point? Sometimes I even in spiritual path, you hit the same way. What's the point in being good? Nobody cares about you.
Yeah, no.
But it's not about others. It's about us.
It's about yourself. You want to feel good about yourself.
But sometimes you do hit a low, So I have grown up, like, this is my third growth I'm doing. I have grown up with my parents a certain way, Indian style. I grew up, my husband became my second father, foster father, I call him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he raised me one more time. And now my teacher is raising me one more time. And I feel each growth shows a sweetness in me, which I never thought before. My father told me materially how to take care of myself. My father and mother, they raised me, they gave me independence. My husband emotionally broke me first, but then built me back. So I'm not codependent anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, I don't need anybody to tell me I'm good or bad. I feel it doesn't matter to me anymore what people think of me.
Correct, yeah.
Now I'm going through my teacher another way where he says you need to go beyond, like how you're doing breakthrough. He says it's limitless possibility. He says I'm going to push you so far. I don't want you to be human anymore. I want to be superhuman. He says because if you accept yourself the way you are, that's not enough for me. I have a bigger vision for you. Which I hate because I don't want it. Accept that big a deal. Like I said, oh my God, I don't want this bigger honor.
Yeah.
But actually, my ex-boss, right? He said to me, I used to work for a charity organization called Food for the Poor. We were in Jamaica, so we were doing a charity workshop. So he says to me, he wanted to impress all his what's called. Donors.
Yep.
Right. So he says, "What would you do? Do you have any rich Indian guys?" So he says, "Can you help me find them?" So I said to him, his name is Ferdy Mahfood. I said, "Ferdy, frankly, if I know any rich Indian guy, do you think I'll be working for you?" So that technique didn't work with me. So he says the next thing he says, hey, in Middle East, because he's from Lebanon, he says they would give you a goat head in your honor. The eyes will be rolling and they'll pass a plate for you. How are you going to accept this honor? I said, I'm going to say I'm not worthy of this honor and pass it along. So that's what is happening. I'm getting a goat head. It's too much of an honor. And I want to pass it along, but unfortunately I'm not able to. So my ex-boss said, they threw away your mold.
That's funny.
And finally, I found my mold in my teacher, and he's not giving me any leeways. He says, I don't care. If you're going to window shop, he says, I'm going to pull you in. and I'm going to never let you go. And so it's so funny. I do window shopping another way. I go to a very, very expensive space and I'll write it down. Oh, the code is like $4,000. This jacket, this purse is like, whatever it is,
Mhm.
500 ridiculous dollars, right? In the end, I said, oh my God, I saved $50,000 today.
By not spending.
That's my clue.